I think that's the first time I've forgot to put it on, but I've actually realized that I forgot to put it on. We're going to continue with Char's Zaku. I feel like I need to darken this. A little bit better. Is the Fire Dragon Bright dot highlight the dot highlight I want? Jeez, that just got way darker. Oh my god, this thing's taking ages. Use your passkey to confirm. Stupid. It is a Zaku Gundam. It certainly is. Are these out? Yeah, they're out. Yep. But it's currently just a card game. It's a TCG, but you get the miniatures as a token. This is actually Char's Zaku. I've got the other two here. I built them. And so there's this guy, which is pretty damn cool. Whoop. As I just launch him. And then there's this one as well. But they are currently out. It's called Gundam Assemble. Someone in chat yesterday was saying that it's going to be turned into a tabletop game next year, but I believe it's using these same miniatures. I have a feeling it'll be close to Legion, like Warhammer Legion. So I think you'll have like maybe a couple of mobile suits, and then they'll have like bases that just have humans on them with rocket launchers and stuff. But I could be wrong. Looks like it's from Requiem. I've got no idea which movie / anime it's from. All I know is this is actually Char's Zaku. So because you get the cards. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may reveal one Neo Xeon unit card from among them and add it to your hand. That sounds pretty good. It's a show on Netflix. It only has 6 episodes. Is it a newer one on Netflix? I've seen a handful of Gundam. I don't know a tremendous amount about the lore. I just know that it's super cool. What is this shit? Kind of new. Okay. The last series I watched on Netflix was The Iron-Blooded Orphans. Is that too bright? That could actually be a bit too bright, hey? See how this goes. Came out tweet. Yeah, I don't think I've watched Netflix since 2023. I've barely watched any TV in the last couple of years. All my time is spent painting miniatures. And I've wanted to paint. Let's see if this dot works better. I think it will. I've wanted to paint a Gundam for a long time, but building a Gundam is a project in itself. Yeah, that's better. The other's just the other dot highlight was just way too bright. It's not on Netflix anymore. Oh, Iron-Blooded Orphans isn't on Netflix. Is it weird that Netflix, I suppose they've got to pay to have the show on their platform, I guess. Iron-Blooded Orphans was really, really cool. And what was the other one I watched? 00. The one that had my favorite Gundam in it, Lock On. Actually, no, wait. What was the actual Gundam called? I can't remember. Whatever the Gundam Lock On Stratus piloted. Lock On Stratus. Very gene stealery? I don't know. Gundam Seed Destiny. Is that a movie or is it a series, Apollo? I'm just trying to copy the artwork. So... $50 episodes, shit. I'm excited to see what they do with this as a tabletop game. Because if they're going to introduce suits that they've got in the cards, that's going to be cool as. Super cool. And I like the amount of detail that's on these, right? They're not crazy. I mean, there are some that are nuts. I don't know what the one with the sword is, but that's got a lot of detail on it. But Zaku's are easy to paint. I will batch paint the other two after I finish this one. Tiny on TikTok. You binged. Hey, you binged. Hang on, wait. You binged 50 episodes in 2 days. How long are the episodes? You're playing 40k against a dude that's prepping for a tournament. Is your list going to be a challenge enough, Stork? Have you not gone in with like a super soft list like I normally do, are you? Gloves off. I mean, you got to if you're helping a guy for a tournament. When I was helping the other guys for Ark, it was a little bit different. Ark's not exactly uber competitive lists. Love a dot highlight. Yeah. Oh, it's the beginning of the show. Got you. Hey, Fran, how you doing? Setup's a little bit different because I'm having to stream from my laptop. My PC's getting repaired. Been a couple of days. It has been a couple of days. What have you been up to? I've decided I'm doing no battle damage as well on the Gundam. I'm going to keep them clean. Just going to keep it clean. Been working away. I mean, that's good for the cash though, isn't it, Fran? Nah, I didn't finish. I haven't finished Dominion Zephon yet. I picked this setup yesterday, and I jumped straight into it. Apollyon, welcome across from TikTok. It is much easier. It's much easier with all the chat. Much easier with all the chat on Twitch and YouTube. Unfortunately, I can't combine the TikTok chat with the rest of it, which is frustrating. This is Gundam. It is. This is the Zaku. I think these guys are sort of what would be considered as bad guys, I guess, in the shows. They're basically always getting trashed. But I've always liked their armor. Zaku with the rebels. Aren't rebels meant to be good? Aren't rebels good normally? Anyway, they're typically the ones that are getting ripped apart by the cool as Gundam mobile suits? Depends. Okay. And this is a named one. That's why he's this color. Yeah, there's a couple of dudes that are rolling Battle Mech lately. I think this might kick off once it's a tabletop game. But that guy in chat yesterday was saying it's not a tabletop game till next year. Anyway, it doesn't stop me painting the models. That's all I really care about. The cards look cool, but all the cards look like they're like chase cards. All of them look like chase cards, even the regular ones. Which I don't know if I like. Don't you dare come off this base. Don't you do it. You need the more blue tack. I'm taking some liberties with some colors too. I know the pipes are typically painted like the color of the armor. I'm going to paint mine silver. Just want to break up some of the colors on this model. Not heaps. Like I'm not going to add a lot of colors. There's still just going to be the peach, the gray, the red, and silver. So what's that? Like 4 colors. Could a Gundam trash, do you mean like an Imperial Knight? Yeah, probably. I would say so. Like, a Gundam moves a hell of a lot faster. I don't. But what's the size comparison? It probably is. They're probably about the same sort of size. Heavy metal gunpla. Yes, exactly, Maximian. Exactly, heavy metal gunpla. I've wanted to do it for ages, and it's happening. We're not going full heavy metal, right? I'm not doing any glazing. Like these legs could definitely do with a glaze on them. And all these panels would look really good with the glaze, but we're just going to keep it like that. Like super simple, just clean recess shades, clean edge highlights. Who knows, once I post this on Instagram and TikTok, we might get a different lot of followers. Is that it for the dot highlights on the red? I think so.
Apollyon_686, welcome to the BFG army.
Geez, I don't have my notifications. I think that was you, Apollyon, with the follow. Thank you very much. I hate not having my PC. It was all set up for my stream, and now I've got this like in between stream thing. Marvin, how we doing? How was the snow? How was the snow? Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Let's I got to block in the grey. Need to do some more work on the grey. Oops. Whoops. The shitty thing about Corvus Black is it covers so bad. So I've done a primary layer of Corvus Black mixed with Abaddon Black in the hopes. Snow was shithouse, was it? We just wanted to paint your Necromunda. "70-kilometer winds." Yeah, sounds shit. How's Nath trying to turn it up? We'd have blasted the studio. I can separate this arm. I don't know if I want to anymore though. think I might just deal with it, with where it is. "45-year-old wanting to know, I'm 42 this year. Yes, I started using the magnifier probably at the start of the year, and it makes a huge difference. Absolutely huge difference. I wish I wore one earlier. I will say this though. Could have suggested if you've got a spotlight near you, that's where these are from. They're just called they're a brand called So Easy, and you can just purchase them from Spotlight for $18. The only thing is, once you start wearing them, you're going to struggle painting without them. Oh yeah, I can definitely still see some, but I tell you, with painting, it's just helped. It's helped so much. So much. All right, we've got his, I don't know what it is, some type of gun. It's just a machine gun, is it? Even for Char. It's not something fancy, is it? Is it true I'm the Dr. Phil of Twitch painting? Potentially. I don't know what that means. Isn't there some scandal with Dr. Phil? Maybe I don't want to be the Dr. Phil of... Chat, do I want to be the Dr. Phil of Twitch painting? I don't think I do I? Dr. Phil doesn't want to be Dr. Phil. I'll take Dr. Phil cash. That'd be nice. Can I take his money? Whoops. Yeah, I know. He's got a fancy suit too, though, doesn't he, Char? He ends up getting the fancy one. Is it this one? Sinaju? I hope they bring this one out. I'm glad that I picked to paint all the black areas with Corvus black, because doing 3-edge highlights on this stuff would suck. Oh, you guys will be able to play Night Rain without me. I don't have my PC. Sad. The fish soup comp. I was going to ask how the fish soup competition went. Well, I didn't know of, like, it's the first time I've heard of a fish soup competition. Oh, I don't think I'd last there. I reckon the smell would get me. I'd be done. Look, legitimately, if someone comes into your streams like, I'm going to a fish soup competition tomorrow, that doesn't sound like it's real. Buddha, what's happening? How we doing? Yeah, fish soup competition doesn't sound like a real thing. Obviously is. Miss 40K's brother is the second best fish soup chef in Norway. So it's pretty good title to have. Bulgaria has a testicle eating competition. Do you have to catch the fish too? Nah, bro. They just jump in the pot straight from the lake. You gotta coax them in. What am I doing? What am I doing? Fish soup is basically just fish and broth. That's like saying a painting competition for models is just putting paint on a model though, is it not? That's just like you get a model and you put paint on it. Oh, actually, nah. Now this makes sense. This is a wind up. This is a classic. This is a classic Nath and Avi wind up. Took me a while to work it out. Excited and nervous. Just practice on some other stuff, dude, with your blends. So if you lived in Victoria, you just come to the studio, dude, and I'd sit with you on one day, and we'd get the flames done. The rain is great here. Yeah, unless you're trying to do some work outside. Play with Marvin and Nath. All right, let's start edge highlighting. Oh, no. Oh, no, I can. Yep. Let's start edge highlighting some gray. Save a brush, there's super glue on it. I would think not. You could maybe try and soak it in isopropyl alcohol, but I reckon the chances are pretty slim. Good luck on your next matchmaking. about 50% discount. That's pretty good. Yeah, I reckon there's going to be I think there'll be a heap of those models up for sale because people are just going to want the Sat9 stuff. Like there's going to be a heap of 40k players wanting those boxes just to use them as Centurions. I think Magic the Gathering are the notorious for the BO. Would I? Looks like a gun sticking out the shoulder. I can't see it. They definitely haven't thought about the painting. I haven't thought about the painting of these miniatures. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. I don't have my notifications on. But thank you. Like I've got the audio notification, but I can't see. Actually, wait, I would be able to. Miranda Man, thank you very much for the follow. It's about a year old now, and it's getting a service. Marvin came around on Friday before I went out for dinner, and we checked the RAM, and that seemed to be the issue. But I took it back to Scorp Tech, and they're going to look at it tomorrow. So we will see what happens to it. We will see what happens. Because I use it to stream on whenever. No, wait. I went out Thursday. For dinner. I used it on Friday. Rayno, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, definitely tricky to I mean, like I said, you could, that arm is separate from like the elbow. You could pull that out and paint it, but I don't know if it would be the 2-year warranty. Oh, Buddha, I got no clue, dude. I've got no clue. Yeah, in half an hour, guys, we are going to jump in the Discord and we'll check out what you're all working on. So make sure you get your post in the live stream community showcase thread. Do it. Hoods and capes. Multiple layers, Mike. Multiple thin layers. I've got an Ultramarines tutorial on my YouTube, Mike. If you look up Battleforged Gaming, that can be a good place to start. Gundam Seed Strike starter set. I don't even know what that is, brother. What's Gundam Seed Strike starter set? Oh, the one with the sword. Yeah. That was the other one I was looking at when the because when I looked it up these ones, the Zakus were sold out at EB Games, which is where I was initially going to go to get it. But they had the seed ones still there. But I then tried General Games before going to EB, and they had the Zaku, which is the one I wanted. So I was lucky. So the Gundam Seed Strike starter set is the another one of the sets for this. I think it's probably one of the next coolest ones. We'll show people. Let's go on to there. Fundamental. What does that mean, Jamie? I don't really show you the miniatures. Do 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 do. There we go. Browser. No, that is definitely not what I want. What if I just do a window capture? All right, this should work, I think. All right, so these are the sets. This is the set that Nate's talking about. Oh, sorry, Buddha's talking about. So you do get, I don't know. I'm not a massive fan of the plane. I know they probably transform into the plane, but like those two Gundam are pretty sick. Wait. This one you get like the stereotypical Gundam, and you get some dude that's having his way with a hill. It's not the best looking model. Like, what's this guy doing? What's that guy doing with the hill? It's a bit weird. But the regular Gundam's pretty cool. He's pounding the hill. He is mounted for a big cannon blast. You are right, Marvin. The biggest of cannon blasts. I was chatting to the guy at General Games, Sam, and he was saying that last set I showed you has the best deck in it. The strongest of the starter decks. These Jamie, these Gundam are from a trading card game called Gundam Assemble. But it is eventually going to be a tabletop game. And I believe that you can play the miniatures that you get with the TCG. Which is a pretty cool idea, actually, I think. I've sort of read over the rules a little bit, but not a heap. So I've still sort of got no idea how to play. I know that you need to have a pilot for a suit, and the pilot adds to the suit's hit points and attack. But only certain pilots can pilot certain suits. So like paint and trading cards, not a good combo. So if we find Char's Zaku, you can see down here that it has to be piloted by Char Assemble. So then you need to find Char Assemble, the pilot. There he is. So his 1 attack and 1 HP go on the 3 attack and 2 HP of his Zaku. So you have to, when you're playing, you need to stack these two on top of each other. Like a dat. They're pretty cool. And the thing is about this deck, right? This deck, which is a Neo Zeon deck, you've got this awesome suit I can't even pronounce his name, Sinanju, which is piloted by Char. And you get his own little Zaku, and then you get this dude. But there's no model for this card yet, so I'm assuming there will eventually be a model for that card. So I'll probably just paint all of the guys up for this set. That's a card. Sorry, that's one of these guys. I think that's this guy. I'm pretty sure. And they've all got a cost because you can't start with like the strongest cards. You got basic Zaku there. They're the regular cards. They're shiny as shit. It's so weird. Yeah, the models on the website are pretty damn basic. That's why I'm expecting after I upload this, they'll be like, excuse me, Mr. BFG Justin, can you paint the rest of our models for the website? And I'll be like, sure. It's going to cost you though. I'll be like, you need to build me my own Gundam suit. And they'll be like, we just make anime and trading cards. They're not real. And they'll be like, what do you mean they're not real? What do you mean they're not real? Yo, Jesse Paul, thank you very much for the roses over on TikTok. I didn't even edge highlight this. All right, here's a Gundam question. I think I've asked this before on stream. All Gundams are mobile suits, but not all mobile suits are Gundams, correct? So like a Zaku is a mobile suit, but it is not a Gundam. But there's also non-mass produced mobile suits too, correct? So like this thing, the one that Char pilots, that's not a Gundam, is it? That's just a really fancy mobile suit. You're like Gira, Doga, and Gira Zulu. I think Gira, I've got a card for Gira Zulu. Is that Gira Zulu? I want them to bring that out. I'll paint a purple. Is the other one? There's another Gira. Look. But I don't think this one's Gira Zulu. Or is it? Yeah, these ones are just grunt ones. These ones are just going to be painted green. A Zaku. Okay, yeah, and this is Zaku. This is Char's Zaku. I'll learn it. I will learn it. If I'm painting these miniatures, I will learn it. They haven't brought the miniatures out for any of the Gira stuff yet. Zaku 4, I don't think they don't have any Zaku 4s yet either. I wish they had little transfers for these, it'd be awesome. Okay, let's see what you guys are working on. All right, let's see if I can get this to... It's so much harder to do this on my laptop than it is on... Nico, thank you for the gift. Weird looking Blood Angel. Haven't heard that one. All right, surely we can do this. We did it last night. We can do it again. Yo. Just need to resize it again. Too big. All right. What have you guys been working on? Buddha's still working on his base. Tons of work on that base, man. There's so much work. Heaps of work on that base. It's going to look wicked. Profit with some freehand. I mean, the thing about freehand when you're doing checkers like this is if there's some areas you're not happy with at all, you can always just slightly weather them. Nath's continuing work on his Orlock. This man needs larger pupils, otherwise he's seen some shit. You need slightly larger pupils. You need to borrow some magnifying glasses. But he's looking sick. Chimp Mode, how we doing? He's cooking. Yeah, he's cooking fucking crystal, man. In the Underhive. Holy shit. Demolished the beast. It does feel good when your matchmaking works out. It does. Yeah, that's looking sick. Bit of non-metallic metal. Stormcast Eternal with 3D printed bits and an eagle head. It's looking sick. High on the hive life? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yo, Nico. With some word bearers terminators. That's awesome, dude. How cool do they look? Very menacing. Super cool. Thank you for putting some stuff up, guys. Thank you for putting some stuff up. Feels lore accurate to LittleNet. Ugh. The trolling never ends. Too many bags. Exactly, Nico. And as much as we joke, apart from his eyes looking like he has consumed copious amounts of narcotics, the model's looking sick. Yo, Pokey Solarag, thank you very much for the follow. If I want something very edgy, the only suits I'm really looking at painting would be the ones related to the TCG, which currently there's only 12 models out for that because they're going to be the ones that are turned into the tabletop game. I did see that some other guy came in chat and he was talking about a different set of models. Look, I've got to stick with my Necromunda and stuff. This is a cool little fun side project to do. I might play the card game if someone else gets it. But yeah, right now the goal is to just paint up my three Zaku. What's the plural of Zaku? But anyway, yeah, that's the goal. Just paint up the 3 from this set, this starter set. If they release any more of the of the models related to the set that came out with this, then I'll get them as well. So like the Gira stuff. Francisco. It was near 1 year since last time you came on stream. Yeah, look, we've been streaming on TikTok again for, I don't know, a handful of months. But the algorithm hates us because I'm using a restreaming app. So it doesn't really like to share my stuff to people. So we're streaming every day. Unless we're going out for dinner on hot dates, but I don't know if that's happening anymore. Not anytime soon. Access to this hand is tricky. Access to the hand is tricky. They'll have to do. Your problem is you're very busy, very complicated year. I think one thing when it comes to hobbying and painting, Francisco, is actually making the time to do it. I think a lot of people are like, I think with a lot of painting hobbies, I think people have got this idea of, if I've got a spare hour here or there, then I'll paint something. What you need to do with hobby is make that time. It's like any other thing. You need to actually be like, all right, cool. I'm going to specifically set aside some time to hobby. Especially if you've got a heap of stuff going on in life, right? I don't have a heap of stuff going on in life, so I can easily make time to do it. But, you know, if you've got kids to look after and all that type of stuff, then you've got to plan it even more. Someone created a tabletop game. We ended up getting a rule book, right? We got a rule book from some guys at ARC where you can play anything versus anything. There's like a generic set of rules. We haven't really looked at the rule book. I reckon it would work for Gunpla. But I'm happy to wait. I'm happy to wait a year for the rules for the official Gundam tabletop game. We've got heaps of stuff we need to do in between. Need to get that Necromunda battle report You have a whiteboard that plans out your days that has a paint in nearly every. That's what I'm talking about, Buddha. Like some people don't need to necessarily. Yeah, it's not out yet, Nico. It's coming out in a year, and I think they're using these models for it. If you check out their website, if you look up Gundam-GCG.com. It's got the TCG on there, and then release in 2026, a new tabletop game. Maybe it's not using these models. Maybe it's using fancier models. I don't know. Gundam Assemble site renewal open. Oh, maybe it is using these. I don't know. It's called Mech Bagdagulan. Why'd they make it a mouthful? Yo, color lock, thank you. Trying my best. I'm trying my best to make this look as close to Char's Zaku as possible. I'm taking some liberties by changing the pipe colors, because I know the pipe colors here are meant to be the color of the armor, and so are these. They're meant to be that peach color. But for the most part, I'm trying to follow his color scheme. The box art got it nowhere near his colors. Look at the box art. It's like pink, bro. It's like pink. Imagine creating a cool trading card game where you have tokens for your models and then just having them fucking horridly speed painted. Dude. Approach like me. Approach me, dude. I will paint them for your box. Like, fuck. Look at this. Dude. What the hell? So bad. It's so bad. It's a professional product. Holy shit. He's watching some dude paint big Gundams. Oh yeah. Dude, I bought a I think it was a master grade. And I started building it and I'm like, nah. I was gonna build it and paint it heavy metal. Not gonna happen. Might have been no, they were done with speed paints, you can see it. Which pose do you hate? This guy's pose. Or do you hate that pose? That one? That one's sick, dude. He's wicked. Dude. Are you on the same stuff as your Necromunda Underhive dude? Bro. That's the coolest pose in the box. That is the coolest pose in the box. You're on the source. See, this guy's... So, I think Char's model is the one that's not the least cool. Bazooka goes Axe Guy, Bazooka Dude, then Char. Have I seen the Royal Guard Zaku too? No, I haven't. Nate's high, bro. What the hell? Flu medicine. Flu medicine, aka crystal meth. We're slowly working through it. Took weird shit to help me sleep. Oh, man. How many more streams do I think I've got left on this guy? I have been painting him off stream as well. You can tell I'm into a model when I paint it off stream. I'm saying 3. 3 more streams. Oh man, now you're making me tired talking about going to bed. Man was an egg painting him today. Oh yeah, you got to turn into a ball. Got to turn into a ball when you paint your miniatures. I'm telling you, it makes sense. The less that your arms and everything else can move, the more stable you will be. That's my normal painting position. I'm telling you, how I paint here is not my normal painting position. Your painting wrist hurts from all the painting today. They're rookie numbers, bro. You got to pump those numbers up, dude. You have crooked elbows. I don't paint with my elbows on the table normally, dude. I'm like this in a ball. You put your forearms on the table, bro. I'm telling you, it's the best. It is the best. Your hand can barely move, and that's how you get a nice, steady line. Like Geo, dude, yeah. Exactly. You got to be a Geo dude when you paint miniatures. Does Geodude have massive forearms? He's got little biceps though, doesn't he? He's got little biceps, big forearms, and big old fists. Geodude to Graveler makes sense. Graveler to Golem doesn't make sense. Golem doesn't look like the evolution of Graveler. Like, Golem's cool. I like Golem as a Pokemon, but he doesn't look like the evolution of Graveler. See ya, Buddha. We're finishing up soon anyway. Like 5 more minutes. We'll be painting for 5 more minutes. Jeez, I can't pronounce that name. Crevada Becker. Thank you very much for the follow. Golem looks like Kangaskhan stuck in a rock. Does it? I wonder if there's a YouTube video on how to play Gundam Assemble, the card game. Wish they did. Aren't they making a Red remake? I thought there was rumors that they were going to do a Gen 1 remake. I remember my first ever journey of silver and gold, and I thought, and like I didn't know what the new Pokemon were in Gen 2, and I thought because in Red and Blue, the first gym you verse is Brock. The second gym you verse is Misty. I thought it was going to be the same in Gen 2, so I started with Chikorita. What an idiot. A third party making something. Ah, really? Are you laughing at me, Nico, because I picked Chikorita? Don't worry, I started over real quick and picked Totodile. You laugh at me. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Jace Walker, thank you very much for the follow. We're going to finish up in a minute, guys, but we will be back the same time as we are every single day, which is 8 p.m. Australian Standard Time. Basically, wind your clock back 2 hours from now. That is when the stream starts every day, which unfortunately sucks for a lot of international people. It's just a shitty time to stream, but it's the only time I can stream because we haven't got 2,000 subs or 1,000 subs to turn this into a job yet. When that happens, then I'll start streaming 24 hours a day. 24 hours. That's how long we'll stream when this baby kicks off. I'll be getting a sponsorship from Monster and just living off caffeine. You bought some cards the other day. So did I, Nico. I got one of those starter boxes for the new black and white set, and the two cards that you want out of that set, the Zekrom and Reshiram. Oh my god, they are some of the coolest looking cards ever. But I pulled nothing. I pulled nothing. How many packs did I get? 6. I got 6 packs. You believe I can stream 20? I could do it. I've done it before. I've streamed 24 hours. No, we didn't do 20. Did we do? No, I did 24 hours, didn't I? Crazy. This is what I pulled. I got nothing, man. I got nothing. So that came as one of the cards in the box. And then I got this idiot. I got this dickhead. I got that one's cool because it's Haxorus, but it's still shit. That guy's an idiot. I got a hollow fossil card. How dumb is that? Tepig, that was another card that you got in the box. Embor, that's probably the coolest card I got. Legit. I'm not even lying. That's the coolest card I got. Does this have the Master Ball in it? I don't know. I don't think it does. I got nothing, bro. I got nothing. Ooh. Fucking Hollow Arkin. How cool. Stupid as shit. This is a dumb game. This is a dumb game. Tornadus. Yeah, sick. A legendary. That's probably the coolest card I got. That's quite literally the coolest card I got. A friggin' Hollow Energy. I'm not playing this game no more. On that sad note, guys, we're going to finish up. You're sorry? No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, we're going to finish up there, guys. Hopefully I get my PC back soon because this sucks streaming on my laptop. And I'd like to play some Night Rain at some stage. But anyway, should we do the whole Twitch thing where I raid someone? Every time I look, I'm like, I don't like those people. Raging's there, but we raided him the other night. We'll just finish up there. Why not? Enjoy your day, guys. Enjoy your night, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Peace.